was sick.
Sorry.
And we have been running around trying to figure out our next video.
Yeah, that's true.
Not today's, but it's just preparation for another video.
Preparation for another video because we are going to interview somebody in the community of Nicotine. So it's in the works. It's definitely in the works. And
We've been busy
organising all that. But today we're going to actually talk about a specific injury. Actually, an injury that I have sustained myself over the weekend. But you're probably thinking why the knee is in front of us, and we've talked about a lot about the knee, but it's not so much the knee at the front, it's also the injuries of the back.
good. Right. And it is a particular muscle that we're referring to. It's called the Popliteus.
Yes, so basically...
Anatomy 101?
Yes, so basically it starts from one side and then comes across on towards the other side itself.
Yeah. So it has an important action of rotation, and it helps sort of unlock the knee.
Yeah, it's all about unlocking that knee. So allowing you, so you're going from a knee that is bent to trying to straighten out the knee, especially when it's under a bit of load.
Yeah.
Like when you're walking.
So you'll these are common injuries in footballers, netballers. So when they're going for a nice big kick, so when the knee goes into a bit of hyperextension, or when the foot is planted on the floor and there's a bit of rotation element there.
There's a bit of a give, and then they can, and it's not necessarily that people can complain about the pain right then and there. They can go on and continue to play. It's also that they start feeling this discomfort afterwards. And a lot of people tend to complain that they don't know whether it's their hamstring that's causing a problem or their calf that is causing a problem, because they both attach in the same areas. So essentially it can be, and that's why this type of injury is very, very, it can overlap with multiple other injuries on the
100%. Now, how would you know maybe if you've injured the Popliteus? Well, we sort of went over the action of the knee, or the muscle. So you'll probably be a bit tender around the back of the knee, and you'll probably have some issues with maybe even getting up from a chair, or even if your legs are out.
Yeah, so keep it,
bringing it back in.
So or that, or even try to keep your leg nice and stretched. Try and stretch it right out, and like you're not complaining about like a bit of hamstring. As I said, the pain is right behind the back of the knee itself. And also, as I said, another time you can feel it is when people are actually trying to walk, and as they're trying to step through their movement, that's where they feel like they're going to give way, and it's going to cause a bit of grief.
And that's where we come in.
Yes, definitely.
So our goal initially is to sort of settle down any pain, any inflammation, and then we'll go on to making sure that the range of motion is good.
Because in this instance, with this type of pain, right, there can be swelling. Don't necessarily see any bruising. That there can be a bit of swelling, but sometimes it's not. So if in doubt, sometimes what you can also do is just have a feel through both parts on both sides of your leg and feel if there is any difference between two while your leg is nice and straight. So if you get an idea of is it hamstring based, or is it calf based, or maybe it is the actual popliteal muscle itself. Don't be afraid to poke around as well. They're good indications of whether there is some discomfort in that area. But yeah, like what we said, it's all about trying to settle down the symptoms, trying to improve that movement as best we can. What else do we got?
So we've got range of motion, strength. We want to improve all of your sport-specific stuff.
Yeah. So, like we said, the injury can happen from, like, say for example, a soccer player, they can go up and they're kicking a ball, or an AFL player, they're kicking a ball, and it's the planted leg that actually goes through the actual injury, not the actual swinging leg. It's because, as I said, it plants itself, the ground can give way a little bit, and you can twist it real quick.
Yeah, but most importantly, come in and see us, because sometimes this injury can be associated with other injuries within the knee, of course, because it's very tight structural area.
Yes, it is.
Does that make sense?
And there are other things that remain in those areas, such as like a meniscus. You've got your ACL and your PCL. You also also got a assist, so which is a sac of fluid. Sometimes that can rupture on its own right, and that's why you might get that restriction of actually bending that knee. But if in doubt, you know, come and see us. We'll talk about it. We'll go through a series of exercises or tests to see whether or not it is one thing or the other. But like I said, I gave you a few tips on how you can differentiate it. Please let us know how you go about doing a lot of these type of stuff.
Yeah, so now we're going to cut to our exercises. So we've got a few here for you. So this is just once again to get you started after maybe we've diagnosed it or you've self-diagnosed it. So give it a go.
It's very generic.
Very generic, and enjoy as always.
Like I said, I hope you actually enjoyed some of those exercises. There's a lot of stuff that you've seen in the past and what we've done.
Yeah.
Like I said, it is very generic, those exercises. Sometimes it may work and sometimes it doesn't. It's just depending on what type of injury it really is. But the most important thing is just getting back into your sport, having that confidence of actually running, changing direction, kicking a ball, or doing whatever that your sport is required.
100%. So shout out to Tom Hall Physio. He was the one who gave us the idea of the particular Popliteus calf raise.
Yes, for sure.
So thank you for that one. All right, well,
Pleasure.
as always, we look forward to presenting our next video next week.
Sounds great.
It will be very exciting. And best of all, have a great week, and we hope to not see you in the clinic.
All right. Take it easy, guys.